yeah. Okay, so after this album, they then released 13th Step in 2003. So there was a little bit of a break in between. They were touring and doing, I think I was reading that Maynard had to go off to do things for Tool. I'm pretty sure I saw Tool around that time because I did go and see Tool. Anyway, so this album was released. The lineup did change slightly. So we had Billy stayed, Maynard obviously stayed, Josh stayed, Paz left, Geordie White came in, who is known for another band, and of course James Iha from Smashing Pumpkins came along too. So, as I say, super group galore. This one had the hits that were Weak and Powerless, The Outsider, and Blue. I don't have any of those singles. I don't know if they were actually released on CD singles in Australia and I just missed getting them. I'll probably have to go back through eBay or check Beat Disc because I'm planning to go over to Parramatta at one stage and check this shop out again because they were this half of my CD collection was built up from me spending money in there. So big shout out to those guys as I did look them up online the other day. It's been a very long time since I've been in there. So I'm going to pay them a visit and check out what I need to buy. But my favourite song from this would have to be Pet. I just absolutely fell in love with that song. It's got very powerful lyrics and they sort of resonate with me, which is why you love songs, right? Next up after that, they decided to release Emotive, which once again, I've been listening to that one. I listened to this one quite a bit actually. Mainly because it's the first one that's actually on in my CDs. So I've got from latest release to earliest released. So this is actually the first one on the rack. So that was the inside of that one. This one was was released in 2004. So they released it to coincide with elections. And it's basically cover songs and they did a couple of new songs. They did release Passive, which I absolutely love. And Passive was featured in the movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves. Great video clip. You will find that on YouTube as well. My other favourite song from this, they also released Imagine, which is by John Lennon. And then my favourite song is Count Bodies Like Sheep to the Rhythm of the War Drums, which is basically a remix of Pet, because if you know the song Pet, that is one of the lyrics to it. So in this album, there was a few people in there. So obviously we had Billy, Maynard, Josh, Danny, Lorna came in, Geordie White, who was already in it, James Iha, and then Paz came back as well. So that was great. After that, they did a few remix albums, live albums, which I don't have. I sort of found it hard to keep up with so many bands after a certain time. So when they weren't released very well in Australia, it was really hard to keep up with them. So that is why my CD collection unfortunately has ended at 2004. They did take a break for quite a few years from memory when I was reading about it. And they came back in 2018 and released an album called Eat the Elephant. I know nothing about the album. I haven't heard anything from it. I've put it onto my wish list for CDs to buy. And there was also a remix album that I put onto there, which is called 360. And they released a DVD which was called Emotive, I think it was. So this is Emotive, and the DVD was called Emotive. But once again, they either were released in Australia but very hard to get, or they weren't released in Australia, not very well publicized, which is a shame because they're a great band. So I think that is all that I've got to tell you about the band A Perfect Circle. So thank you for watching my first episode. I'll probably fine tune how I do these episodes. Some may go for a lot longer. Some may be a little bit quicker. But yeah, basically the format is just going to be, as I've done here, just go through what's on the shelf. It's good for me to be able to catalog what I own and go from there. So until next time, rock on, and I'll catch you soon. Peace. Bye.